Subscribe our channel and press the bell icon button for more videos. Hello everyone, welcome to my channel Energy Interiors and Designing. In this video, I'm going to explain you that how to do interiors in a low budget or low cost expenses. The example that we have taken is 45 by 90 feet plot size where the ground coverage is around 50%. Now let's understand that what is low cost or low budget interior design. So the first question that could be asked is that what is a budget in interior design? So it's an industry thumb rule that of a 2 BHK interior design cost, you should budget for at least 10% of the cost of your property. So the higher the valuation per square feet area of your 2 BHK, the more your house interior design cost will be. Now many ask this question to me that why budgeting is important in interior design. So the intriguing answer to this question is that budgeting is important for the feasibility and the preliminary design, as this has to be accounted for in the final budget for the architectural fees that leads to you and your disposal budget. For example, the budget out of 100 that goes into the construction of the project. So we will understand this concept that why budgeting is important in interior design with the help of the example. So before that, we go into a detail of design. Let's understand that what are the various principles of interior design. Firstly, if you know the principles and incorporate them into the interior design scheme, you can play a more active role in creating your dream home. Besides, having a well-designed interior enhances the aesthetic and also the economic value of your property, making it better off in every sense. So the first principle is the balance. Balance means creating the visual harmony in the space by ensuring that the elements in there are evenly distributed. So this gives a sense of equilibrium in your design, and it can be achieved with many forms, for example using shapes, colors, patterns and even textures. Now this picture is the example of the balance in interior design, which gives you a symmetrical balance to a room that offers the visual harmony. So the next principle is the unity principle, which is the emphasis and a sense of uniformity or harmony among the elements that has been used in design. These includes having similar colors, patterns or textures and the equal spacing of objects or repetition of elements to create a visual continuation. So this is the example of unity that has been achieved with a color scheme, even true that there is a myriad of shapes or textures in this room. The next principle in the interior design is the rhythm. Now, as we know that the human brain is drawn to repetitions and recognizes the similar objects very quickly. So thus rhythm, which is about creating the repetitions and contrast in an interior, helps carry the visual interest around the room. So there are many ways to create the rhythm, such as using the same color or pattern at different intervals. For example, you can paint a wall green and then use the same color again on the dining chair or the cushions. So this is called the repetitions of rhythm. Now the next principle in the interior design is the emphasis. Now this principle stresses that every room needs one central element as a focal point and the other items should complement the emphasis, such as focus is always on it. The emphasis can be a larger piece of furniture like a grand piano or art piece like painting or a design feature such as a decorated wall. It can also be in the form of color, pattern or textures. Now in this picture, placing a gorgeous piano as a focal point at the entrance of this house creates a strong emphasis to the interior design. The next in line is contrast. In interior design is created when one combines two or more very different forms. Again, this can be done either by color, form, shapes and also even spaces. The easiest way to achieve the contrast is through the colors. For example, the painting opposite colors like black and white. You can also put two different shapes close together, such as balancing a round mirror with a rectangular dining table. The use of the positive spaces, for example the spaces which are occupied with objects, and the negative spaces, which means the empty space in between objects, is also an excellent way of creating the contrast without crowding the room. The next principle is the scale and proportion. This principle is all about the ratio. The size and dimension of the objects in a room should relate to one another proportionally so that they don't look out of place. For instance, one should not hang the huge chandelier in a showbox apartment, while a space with high ceiling should have a larger furniture than beanbags. So there is a golden ratio that designers use, the 1.618 ratio, an invention of the Greeks that is used throughout the ages amongst the artistic and architects to achieve the harmony in design. The last principle in the interior design is the details of the design. Finally, we have the principle of the details, which states that the little things must not be overlooked. And when it comes to details, nothing is too small or too unimportant to pay attention to. From the embroideries on the cushion, the handles on the cabinets to framed prints on the wall, every little thing adds a little something to overall interior design. So let's discuss it with the example. So this is the front yard of the villa, which is designed with two circular columns of dia 12 inches. The house front has been designed with a garden bench, which also includes the hanging vines on the front main door wall. A huge wooden door is designed with a ventilation side window. Also, other front wall is designed with the heighted glass windows, as you can see in the view over here. So now for the best result, for both artificial and the natural lights are important to consider. So the use of the street lights and the outdoor lights can be the great choice for the low budget interior design. The details of interior design of other spaces such as the entrance hallway, living rooms, dining area and a kitchen and other bedrooms, that is the kid bedroom and a master bedroom, will be discussed in the next part of the video. Whereas also the details of the toilets, where we can also do an interior design for the bathrooms and the toilets, will also be discussed in my next part of the video. So there are hundreds of tricks and tips for the low cost interior design, where we don't have to spend a lot of money to give a great look to your house. So this is just a glimpse of the interior design of all the spaces that we are going to discuss in the next video, and in that we are going to discuss in details that how each space in the house can be properly interior designed. So I hope you like the video of the low cost interior of a house part 1, and for more videos and updates, don't forget to click on the subscription link that I have provided in my description box. Till then, keep sharing, liking and comment on my videos. Thank you.